What to be prepared for on the challenge. Okay, so that's your metabolism. If you haven't understood that, then this is all the challenge is going to make a lot better sense. So what to be prepared for. Know what you expect to accomplish. Okay, when you come into the challenge, when you take something on, anything, any challenge really, but in this particular case it happens to be the 24-day challenge, know what to expect. What's your goal? Okay, is your goal 5 pounds and to cure your eating too much sugar, or is your goal 15 pounds and to knock this out of the park? Okay, if so, then what's going to be your motivating factors? Why is that 15 pounds such a big deal? Or why is the big weight loss? Or why is curing the eating habits such a big deal to you? Internally, tie an emotion to it if you can. Like, how will I feel when I lose that 15 pounds? How do I feel right now? What am I willing to do to make that change? Okay, what's your motivation behind that? And your commitment level is, am I willing to prepare all of my meals on Sunday, wake up early when I haven't made myself a breakfast, making sure that I'm prepared day in and day out to handle this challenge the way that it's supposed to be challenged, versus getting halfway into it. Oh, I did really good on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday I sucked. Thursday, well, I sucked on Wednesday, so whatever. And now you're 4 days into a 24-day challenge and you've blown it, and you're willing to give up on it, rather than letting, maybe one day wasn't perfect, but get back on that horse. It's worth it. If you know what your goals and motivation are, it'll be a lot easier to get back on that horse. Okay? Or to not even get off in the first place, not even come up. Okay, so staying out of the drive-through situations. You want to have your food ready in advance. Cook a bunch on Sunday, put it in the freezer, put it in the fridge. Then you've got your lunches and your dinners ready. That's a good practice if you're not challenging. Okay? Saving more money at the grocery store. Then you might have to cook again on Thursday or Wednesday night or something like that. But if you're prepared and you've planned for that, make it happen, okay? Keep it in Tupperwares, keep it in to-go bags, whatever it needs to be. Snacks, ready. Okay, your go-to snack. If it's nuts, whether it's tuna, whether it's peanut butter, okay, whatever it needs to be, make sure that you have something. Meal replacement shakes are great for that. Okay. Cook for the week, keep it in the freezer, maybe again on Wednesday, Thursday. So we've gone over this. Okay, what else to be prepared for? Sugar withdrawals. It's a serious thing. I did not foresee having a headache because I was doing a challenge. But what was happening was my body was craving sugar. I was telling myself, I need a candy bar so bad. I wouldn't do it. It would actually give me a headache, like a drug withdrawal. But the ways to counteract that is making sure you're getting plenty of sleep, making sure you're flushing with tons of water so those toxins are just flushing. Okay? Initially, you'll have to go to the bathroom often. 3 or 4 days into it, that'll cool off, and you'll still be flushing lots of toxins, lots of fat. You're peeing fat. If you're peeing constantly and you're peeing out fat, that's a good thing, right? Headaches from the sugar withdrawals, low energy, okay, because you're changing your eating habits. Especially in the cleanse phase, you're cleaning out gunk that you're used to feeling full and in your stomach, and so you might feel low on energy. Just make sure you're getting your spark, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, and work hard. Trust that in the end it's very valuable, it's very worth it. You're resetting your body. Okay? Urinating a lot, that's going to happen because you're going to be drinking a lot more water. Your body's made of water. It's something you should be having plenty of. On the challenge, try to get a gallon in a day, especially on days that you're active. Okay? Gentle and uneventful. As far as going to the bathroom, like number 2, it's not like you have to stay home from work or anything like that. It's not a big deal. You actually get more regular. It is a lot of pills. What if I miss one? This is a common feedback that I get. Well, I missed a pill, or I missed 2 or 3 days. I had them and then I missed them. Just take them anyway. Take them when you remember. I mean, that's getting it into your system is the important thing. Yes, there's times to optimize that and make it the best value to your system. But if you don't get it at that perfect time, get it in anyway. If you get it around to it, remember, get it in. Okay? Lots of pills, what if I miss one? Moving forward, what else to be prepared for? Huge difference in your body composition. Okay? You'll love what you see in the mirror. you start making changes. For me, I really noticed right here, right below the belly button, above the pubis, like just trimmed way down. Felt great. Couldn't get out of the mirror. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, Ash, look. Right? Food tastes better. Common thing. People are like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that these foods tasted better. You start cooking some sweet potatoes and you get into the challenge recipes and stuff. There's lots of fascinating foods that are delicious that you can cut out candy bars now and put into healthy things into your body. And it does enrich in the flavor. Your taste buds are dead from too much sugar and whatever else that you eat. If you overdo it with the salts and the sugars, you're going to come back and reset, and you're going to notice that food tastes a lot better. It's actually a great benefit. And you eat when you're hungry, and you eat till you're full, but not like overdoing it. It's not like potatoes and gravy and steak. It's like a nice light feeling, but still full. It's satiated. If you do cheat, first of all, it's not worth it. Okay, like you'll get to the end of it and be like, oh, 7 pounds and 5 inches, which is great, right? Which is awesome. But at the end of it, if you did cheat it once or twice or 5 times, you'll be like, I probably could have done 11 pounds. And if you think about it, it's really not worth it. You've spent all this money, you've invested this time, you've said I'm going to do a challenge, okay? But if you do cheat, just get back on the horse the next day. Make it one meal and not one day. Try to minimize, compartmentalize, okay? You'll feel how the sugar and dairy are adversely affecting your health. That's something that you won't know until you're on the other side. Right now, it's like we overdo it as North Americans in the Great Northwest. We're fairly privileged. We can eat basically what we want. We all have like, we're blessed. We have extra. And really resetting back to the basics of what our body needs. It's a very liberating feeling. And then you'll see if you ever, when you do go back to off the challenge, you'll see how the dairy, it's like, oh, I don't feel right. And it's basically because of what I just ate. And you can relate. Where now you don't really feel so awful because you're used to feeling like that, if that makes sense. Desire to keep track and improve your way every way you can. So that's something to expect too. You'll want to have done better at the end. So you might as well keep that in mind in the beginning and knock it out. Okay, really go for it. Keeping track of your meals. Really, if you put the time and what you ate, you have something to build on. You can elaborate as you go. Now, that's how we started. As you went, you got more and more complex, and now look at what your food journal looks like. You know, pretty impressive, and to the average person wouldn't even maybe understand it, but it's nice and deep and thorough. When you prove to yourself that you can stick to something, you'll realize that you can do that in any area of your life. It's something else when you set a goal and fulfill it, and you fall through, and it goes the way that it was supposed to, and you're like, oh, I can do this. Okay, so this is in nutrition and working out, that's the ultimate way. There's a lot of people that can't master themselves. But if you start with something like this and you can master yourselves for 24 days, you'll open up your mind to everything else that you could possibly do. It's a very liberating feeling. Prepare to feel indestructible at the end of it. Okay?